Do you believe that just a small piece of chocolate in the morning could quietly awaken something you thought was gone? There are millions of men over the age of 60 who start their mornings with a sense of coldness, emptiness, and silence in a part of the body that was once full of life. They think it is age, that it is natural, that it is something unavoidable. But what if I told you that this decline is not caused by aging itself, but by a lack of proper blood flow to the place that needs it most? According to research from the University of California, more than 65% of response-related issues in older men are not caused by hormones, but by poor circulation. And surprisingly, pure dark chocolate is emerging as one of the most powerful natural tools to rebuild pelvic blood vessels and bring back a true sense of vitality. In today's video, I will walk you through 10 little-known benefits of dark chocolate, all backed by science, that can help restore an important part of your body naturally and intentionally. Stay with me. The most important part comes at the end of this video. Benefit number 1, naturally improves pelvic blood flow. When you take a bite of dark chocolate, what happens is more than just a bittersweet taste melting on your tongue. Your blood vessels begin to relax. And that is the first thing dark chocolate offers to men over 60: restored circulation right in the pelvic area, one of the most overlooked regions as we age. According to Circulation Research Journal in 2023, just 30 grams of pure dark chocolate per day led to up to a 47% improvement in firmness and physical response in men aged 60 to 75 without any other medical support. What makes this possible is a group of compounds called flavonols, natural substances that help the body produce nitric oxide, a molecule responsible for softening blood vessel walls, widening blood flow pathways, and improving oxygen delivery. The pelvic region is the first to suffer when circulation weakens, and it is also the first to recover when blood returns. That warm, energized feeling in the morning does not come from magic. It comes from bringing blood back to the place that had quietly been left behind. You do not need medication. You just need a natural tool. Your body still remembers. And dark chocolate, taken in the right form and at the right time, is a simple key to restoring a healthy vascular system. Benefit number 2, softens arteries and reduces microcirculation blockages. One of the silent reasons many men over the age of 60 feel their bodies becoming less responsive and less flexible is due to stiffness in the lower arteries. That vague, incomplete sensation often does not come from emotions or mindset. It comes from blood vessels that have become rigid over time. Fortunately, dark chocolate does more than just support blood flow. It also contains a mineral that plays a crucial role in cardiovascular and peripheral vascular health: magnesium. Magnesium has the ability to soften arterial walls, improve the elasticity of blood vessels, and reduce pressure on the tiny capillaries that are especially vulnerable in older adults. According to a 2022 report by Harvard University, consistently consuming magnesium through diet, especially from plant-based sources rich in flavonoids like pure dark chocolate, can significantly lower the risk of arterial hardening and improve circulation in the pelvic area. When blood vessels are supple, the flow moves smoothly. When blood flows evenly, signals from the body are transmitted clearly. And when signals are uninterrupted, your sensations will no longer feel distant or silent. Imagine this: instead of hardened, rigid pipes, your body begins to soften, move with more flexibility, and come back to life simply from a small piece of chocolate in the morning. A simple choice, yet powerful enough to awaken the clarity and sharpness within your own bloodstream. Benefit number 3, awakened sensation. Naturally enhances nerve sensitivity. Many men have quietly said, "My body still reacts, but I no longer feel it the way I used to." That sentence sounds light, but it carries a deep and honest sadness. It is not complete loss. It is the silent disconnection between sensation and the body. Dark chocolate may gently help restore that connection. Thanks to a natural compound called theobromine, chocolate does more than just improve blood flow. It also enhances the sensitivity of nerve endings, especially in the pelvic region. This means that every touch, every gentle contact can be transmitted more clearly and felt more vividly. Theobromine is also a mild stimulant. It increases nervous system alertness without causing sleeplessness or rapid heartbeat like caffeine. It works by relaxing blood vessels, increasing oxygen supply, and nourishing peripheral nerves, the very pathways responsible for emotional and sensory signals that often slow down with age. According to the Journal of Neuronutrition, 2023, men aged 65 and older who consumed theobromine-rich chocolate daily for 2 weeks reported a 34% average increase in nerve sensitivity and physical sensation, especially when combined with light physical activity like walking or deep breathing. You do not need strong stimulation. You only need to gently awaken a feeling that was once so familiar by reviving your nervous system, something dark chocolate is entirely capable of doing. Benefit number 4, boosts nitric oxide production, a vital compound for energy in later life. There is a compound in the body that may be small, but it plays a critical role in circulation, recovery, and pelvic sensation in men. And that compound is nitric oxide. When you are young, your body produces enough of it every day. But after age treads, that production drops significantly without any clear symptoms, leaving many unaware of why their vitality is slowly fading. Dark chocolate, especially the pure kind with 70% cacao or more, is one of the richest plant-based sources of flavonoids. Flavonols are the natural precursors that help the body produce nitric oxide on its own. Even more importantly, dark chocolate not only helps generate more nitric oxide, but also prolongs how long this molecule stays active in the blood, allowing its effects to reach deeper and last longer. According to a 2023 study from Tufts University, just 2 weeks of daily intake of 10 to 15 grams of dark chocolate led to an average 3-fold increase in nitric oxide levels in the blood plasma of men over 60. This resulted in noticeable improvements in pelvic blood flow and natural physical responsiveness. Nitric oxide does more than open blood vessels. It restores a sense of energy, control, and completeness. And when your own body can generate this compound every day, you no longer have to rely on any pill to remind your body how it's supposed to function. Just one piece of chocolate at the right time. And the process of healing can begin from within, quietly but deeply. Benefit number 5, improves sleep quality and supports nighttime hormone production. One of the most overlooked factors in restoring vitality after age 60 is deep nighttime sleep. Many people believe that simply sleeping enough hours is sufficient, but in truth, the quality of sleep is what determines the body's ability to regenerate hormones and restore biological balance in later life. Dark chocolate, especially when consumed in the right form and at the right time, has a direct impact on deep sleep cycles, something most people are unaware of, thanks to its content of magnesium, tryptophan, and flavonols. Dark chocolate helps calm the nervous system, increase melatonin production, the hormone that regulates sleep, and reduce nighttime awakenings caused by stress or frequent urination. According to the Journal of Pineal Research, 2024, Men over 60 who consumed 10 grams of dark chocolate 30 minutes before bedtime recorded a 31% increase in melatonin levels, leading to longer periods of deep sleep and a 40% reduction in nighttime waking. And why does this matter? Because the majority of male hormone production takes place during the night, specifically during deep sleep. If sleep is interrupted, this process is almost entirely shut down. You can begin with something very gentle, 2 small pieces of dark chocolate before bed, no more. It is not just dessert. It is an invitation for your body to return to its natural rhythm, where quiet regeneration takes place, and where aging no longer means decline. Benefit number 6, detoxifies blood vessels, removes heavy metals that block circulation. There is a truth that is rarely spoken, yet it directly affects vascular health and vitality in older men over time. Our bodies slowly accumulate heavy metals like lead, mercury, and cadmium. These substances do not cause pain or fever, but they silently block microvessels in the pelvic region, slowing down the communication between the brain and the body. What's remarkable is that dark chocolate, when chosen in the right form, non-alkalized, and free of additives, has the ability to bind to and eliminate these toxic metals from the body. Thanks to its natural organic sulfur compounds found in pure cacao, dark chocolate works as a gentle yet effective detoxifier, helping cleanse blood vessels and restore flexibility to the circulatory system. A study published in the Environmental Health Perspectives Journal 2024 showed that 87% of men over 60 had heavy metal residues in their blood above safe limits, but after 3 weeks of consuming 15 grams of dark chocolate daily, metal levels dropped significantly, along with marked improvement in circulatory response and clearer physical sensation in the lower region. This explains why some men, despite eating well and staying active, still feel no improvement because their blood vessels are silently blocked by invisible enemies. Dark chocolate, when taken in the right form and in the right way, can reopen the pathways that time has quietly covered with dust, allowing blood to return gently yet powerfully. Benefit number 7, helps regulate blood pressure and relieve pelvic tension. One of the silent reasons blood struggles to reach the places where it is most needed is fluctuating blood pressure and microvascular spasms in the pelvic area. Aging not only stiffens blood vessels, but also heightens the defensive contractions of the autonomic nervous system. This causes the pelvic region to remain in a constant state of tightness, lacking blood flow and sensitivity. Once again, dark chocolate shows its ability to heal from within. With its high magnesium content and polyphenol-based antioxidants, dark chocolate helps relax blood vessels naturally, regulate blood pressure, and ease pelvic muscle tension, all in a very gentle way. According to research from the Harvard Cardiovascular Institute in 2023, older adults who consumed 10 grams of dark chocolate each morning, combined with light movement, reduced early morning blood pressure spikes by up to 22%. They also experienced less lower abdominal tension without needing muscle relaxant medications. When blood pressure becomes stable, especially in the early morning and late evening, blood can flow more freely, no longer squeezed by the body's defensive nerve reflexes. The pelvic area gradually softens again, opening the door for vivid sensations to return. You do not always need aggressive interventions. Sometimes simply allowing the body to soften and relax in the right way is enough for it to begin its own recovery. And dark chocolate, small but rich in value, can be a quiet yet steady companion on that journey. Benefit number 8 enhances nerve sensitivity, rekindles forgotten sensations. There is something many older men rarely talk about: the gradual loss of sensation. It is not a complete loss, but rather a fading feeling, as if the nerves have become less responsive, as if the part of the body once full of signals has grown quiet. This is part of the natural aging process of the peripheral nervous system, something very common after age 60. However, dark chocolate, thanks to a special compound called theobromine, can do what few foods can: naturally reactivate the sensitivity of pelvic nerves without causing shock or dependence. Theobromine is a mild stimulant similar to caffeine but more stable, more gentle, and targeted directly towards sensory nerve cells, especially in the peripheral areas. It enhances sensory reception, allowing light touches and familiar contact to become clearer and more vivid once again. A 2023 study from McMaster University showed that men over the age of 65 who consumed 10 grams of theobromine-rich dark chocolate daily for 3 weeks experienced significant improvement in their ability to perceive physical signals in the lower region, with nearly a 36% increase in nerve responsiveness compared to the control group. You do not need to search far. What you are waiting for, that familiar sensation, may still be there. It is just that the nerves have fallen asleep, and the right piece of dark chocolate at the right time may be the gentle call that awakens the connections that have been forgotten. Benefit number 9, restores microvessels, rebuilds the forgotten pathways. Over time, the most vulnerable part of the body is not the bones or muscles, but the tiny microvessels that nourish deep internal areas, especially in the pelvic region. These vessels, due to aging, pressure, and long-term lifestyle habits, become stiffened, narrowed, or blocked, making blood flow weak and interrupted. But dark chocolate, which may seem like just a dessert, has the ability to rebuild those very pathways. Thanks to flavonols, a group of powerful antioxidants, dark chocolate helps restructure the blood vessel lining, widen the diameter of microvessels, soften the vessel walls, and improve the elasticity of the microcirculatory system. The Circulation Research Journal 2023 published a striking finding: older men who consumed 30 grams of dark chocolate daily for 4 weeks experienced a 47% increase in pelvic blood flow. At the same time, vascular flexibility improved significantly without the use of cardiovascular medications. Imagine a small city that has been forgotten. When its narrow roads are rebuilt and reopened, traffic can flow again, and life gradually becomes vibrant once more. The body is no different. When these tiny vessels are revived, sensation, responsiveness, and energy can also find their way back. And the best part is, you do not need to do anything drastic. Just the right kind of chocolate taken at the right time with a bit of patience, and your body will begin to repair itself. Benefit number 10, resets hormonal rhythm, awakens the flow that has fallen asleep. There is something many people do not realize. Male hormones do not completely disappear with age. They simply slow down, fading gradually like a river during the dry season. And if you know how you can gently awaken that flow steadily, day by day, dark chocolate, especially the pure kind that is non-alkalized and dairy-free, has a positive effect on the brain pituitary testes axis, which regulates the production of key male hormones. by calming the nervous system, supporting deep sleep, improving circulation, and enhancing body awareness. Chocolate creates the ideal conditions for the body to naturally reactivate its internal hormone production. A 2023 study from Tufts University showed that men over 60 who consumed 10 grams of dark chocolate 30 minutes before bedtime experienced a gentle but steady increase in morning testosterone levels after 21 days, along with deeper sleep and a more positive mood upon waking. Not everyone needs hormone therapy. Sometimes, what the body needs is simply a gentle signal to restart its natural rhythm. Like winding an old clock, no need to replace the battery, just a small turn to get the hands moving again. And dark chocolate, when taken at the right moment, can be that soft ticking sound. It reawakens your hormonal cycle, giving you the feeling that your body is still operating in a quiet but vibrant rhythm. In the end, what matters most is not the type of chocolate you choose. It is how you treat your body each day. Many people believe that aging means surrendering, but the truth is, your body still holds the power to heal. If you give it a chance, just one small change each morning, one consistent act each evening, a single piece of dark chocolate, seemingly simple, carries a much deeper message that you still deserve vitality, emotion, and connection from within. Do not let faded sensations make you forget who you are. Do not let past disappointments stop you from believing in your body's ability to recover. The journey back to strength and confidence does not begin with medication. It begins with a loving choice you make for yourself each day. If you are still unsure, just try. You do not need to change everything. Just start with one piece of chocolate at the right time. A warm cup of tea, a deep breath, and a small belief. That is how you gently walk the path of recovery. Without pressure and without rush, wishing you health, peace, and the joy of feeling truly alive in your own body. I'll see you again in future videos. If today's message was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Have you ever tried dark chocolate in any of these ways? Leave a comment below. I'm always happy to hear about your health journey,